Coming up next, right here on Golf America.
We basically took the existing Indian Bend course, tore it down, and rebuilt on that exact same footprint.
We are heading out to the desert Southwest this week, as we'll take you around one of the newest courses to be built right here in the U.S. Then golf fitness coach Mindy Boysen offers up an exercise that is sure to add more power in your golf swing.
If I'm facing this way and I get in an athletic ready stance, I'm going to use all of my energy to push through the ground and jump up and turn straight to you.
And what to do when you're just off the green. Do you putt it or do you chip it?
The reason that we're chipping it is because I have to carry it comfortably on the green and then let it run the rest of the way to the pin.
And his fond memories of vacationing here as a child convinced him to purchase the property some 20 years later.
Yeah, this is a special one because this was the first Marriott resort in the company in 1967.
Golf America, a weekly look at the courses you play and the game we love, is brought to you by Antigua, always well played, and by CyberLinksGolf.com, the home of golf course videos.
Hi everyone and welcome to the program. We're in Scottsdale, Arizona this week at the Camelback Golf Club, home to two fantastic layouts, the original Padre course and an all-new layout called the Ambiente course. About 2 years ago, Marriott, who owns the property, shut down the old Indian Bend course here. It was all part of a 7-year, $70 million renovation project. In its place, they created an exciting new link-style design that is both fun and challenging to play. Ambiente, the Spanish word for environment. Ambiente also represents an exciting new beginning here at the Camelback Golf Club in Scottsdale. In 2011, the original Indian Bend course was closed. The firm of Hertzing Fry Environmental Golf Design, led by golf course designer Jason Straka, was brought in to begin a 2-year, $10 million renovation. The old Parkland-style course was transformed into an exciting new layout that will certainly become a must-play for any golfing enthusiast.
So we basically took the existing Indian Bend course, tore it down, and rebuilt on that exact same footprint.
And while the routing of this layout remained basically intact, 13 of the 18 holes from the original course are completely different today. Gone, too, are hundreds of trees planted during the original construction. In their place, Straka created a layout filled with wide fairways, intriguing contours, and bunkering that is certainly eye-opening. A link-style layout? In many respects, yes. Environmentally friendly? Without a doubt.
We really shrunk from 200 turf acres down to 90 turf acres.
This was done by removing non-native grass areas and replacing them with native vegetation,
which don't need as much upkeep and as much water.
The layout's playability was also improved, with the back tees increasing the overall length to 72.25. Yet the forward ladies' tees went from a longer than normal 5,800 yards down to just over 5,500 yards.
A great golf experience. It can challenge you a lot, but I think overall it's an enjoyable experience.
And the enjoyment starts right out of the gate with hole number 1, a par 4 that doglegs to the left.
Depending on what tee box you're playing from, you're probably not going to hit driver.
Yet you'll need to get enough distance to set yourself up in the right position for your second shot into this large undulating green.
And then you really get into the meat of the course. We added an 8-acre lake, so there's lots of water hazards.
One such hole along the lake is number 6. It's fairly long at 448 yards from the back tees. Though there's plenty of room off the tee to play away from the H2O, this hole does tighten up the closer you do get to the green. Another great hole on the front 9 is the final hole, number 9. A par 4 where the golfer is challenged to take his or her drive up the right-hand side of the fairway. It gives you the best position to approach the green that certainly has plenty of movement on the putting surface.
And then coming back, you've got some of the meat as well. Sometimes it's a little breezy and you're going into the wind.
The par 4 13th is a great hole that plays slightly downhill and features plenty of trouble both left and right.
And of course the green here is a severely sloped green also, so you really have to kind of pay attention to where that pin placement is.
Number 15 is a very interesting par 3 as it plays down towards the lake. It is also quite long at 245 yards to the back tee, yet it does offer the largest putting surface on the entire layout.
Super two-tiered, severe sloping green looks really intimidating. And then coming into 18 can be a long, tough par 4. You have to get a great drive out there and probably going to have a long second shot into the green that's surrounded by bunkers, also a large green there as well, so you could have some long putts.
The Ambiente course at the Camelback Golf Club in Scottsdale. A Jason Straka design that is both challenging and enjoyable to play. And one of 2 fantastic layouts you'll find at this Marriott-owned property.
If I'm facing this way and I get in an athletic ready stance, I'm going to use all of my energy to push through the ground and jump up.
Still to come on this week's show, golf fitness instructor Mindy Boysen offers up an exercise to add more power to your golf swing. Then we'll head out to the front 9 at our course of the week, the Ambiente course, and take a look at a tough par 5.
Fit for Golf and Fit for Life is brought to you by Antigua, always well played.
Hi, I'm Mindy Boysen from Fit for Golf, Fit for Life, and we're here at the TPC Scottsdale. Do you want more power in your swing? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Power in your swing comes from the ground up. You have to have a very strong, stable base. You have to have transfer of that energy through your core, through your upper body, and out the club head for club head speed. The problem is you can have the strongest legs, the strongest core, the strongest upper body, and arms, but they're not in the proper sequencing. So time and time again, I see this, where one's a little slower than the other through the acceleration process and the deceleration process of your swing. It's called the kinematic sequence. So by the way, if you do have any kind of ankle, knee, hip, or even low back issues, this may not be the exercise for you because there is some impact along with it, because we are trying to create power from the ground. So the first one is called 90-degree jumps. If I'm facing this way and I get in an athletic ready stance, I'm going to use all of my energy to push through the ground and jump up and turn straight to you. And then go back. And then come back to you. And then go back. So those are 90-degree jumps. 90 degrees. Side to side. Back and forth, left and right. Boy, I feel my thighs and my quads working already. Now, how about 180? Can I do it? What do I need to do? I need to rotate and sequence my upper body, and then rotate and sequence my lower body. Sequence it. Sequence it. Notice that I'm using my legs, my torso, and my arms as I jump. Now, let's try 270. Okay, so I'm facing you. Let's see if I can do it. This is the 270-degree jump. So if I'm facing you and I'm going to rotate and push through my legs, through my torso, and use some energy through my upper body, I'm going to rotate, end up facing that way. Can she do it? It's been a while. So I'm trying to think of everything sequencing together. Can she do it? Not bad. And I'll do it back. Push off my left. Whew. Okay, we had the 90 degree, we had the 180 degree, I did the 270, and if you at home would like to do a 360, you go right ahead. I'm not going to do that today. What does that do? That helps you use ground reaction force, transferring your energy through your body, working on sequencing through your body from the ground up for more power in your golf swing. For that exercise and more, visit my website, fitforgolfusa.com.
Fit for Golf and Fit for Life has been brought to you by Antigua, always well played.
Our course of the week is the Ambiente course at the Camelback Golf Club here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we're out here at hole number 7, a fairly long par 5 at over 600 yards. For most of us, that's a 3-shot par 5. Now, the key to scoring here at number 7 is to hit 2 good shots, one off the tee and then your second shot, as this fairway features bunkering both left and right.
You're sitting on that tee box there looking down that fairway, you see all those bunkers and the native grasses really come into play.
Just several of the reasons that makes this the #1 handicapped hole on Camelback's Ambiente course.
If you get off on the wrong foot there, you can get a big number real quick.
So the key to having success here at number 7 starts right out of the gate with your tee shot. For most players, you'll need to use your driver to get your ball into play. From there, you'll want to hit your second shot to the right-hand side of the fairway, beyond the 150-yard marker.
Probably using a long iron or a fairway wood for your second shot.
Giving most players an opportunity to hit the club he or she can control the best. And secondly, it gives you a great angle into this green. Another key to having success here at number 7 is not to take dead aim for the flag.
And right now, being that the course is new, the greens are a little harder right now, so you've got to really pick your place and land on the front of the green and let it release.
Hole number 7 on the Ambiente course here at the Camelback Golf Club in Scottsdale. A true test of golf on this herd sand fry design.
Of course, with another big green there, you're going to want to get close and make a couple putts and get your par and move on.
Hi, I'm out here finishing up my 18th hole out at the Ambiente golf course, and as you can see, I was just short of the green. I'm too far away from the putting green to putt it, so I'm gonna have to pick a club to chip it. And the reason that we're chipping it is because I have to carry it comfortably on the green and then let it run the rest of the way to the pin. The club that I picked today is the pitching wedge, and the reason for that is, just as I said, it's gonna carry it on the green and then roll the rest of the way either in the hole or close to it. So the way that you're gonna hit the chip is you're gonna aim your club at the target, and you're gonna set up so that the butt of the club is at your belly button. Because of that, the ball will naturally be in the center or just slightly back of center in your stance. You're going to put most of your weight on the left foot or the forward foot, about 65 or 70%. And then from there, the key is to keep the hands ahead of the club face the whole time. You're just going to rock back and through. So as a recap, the key to a good chip is to play the ball back in your stance, get your hands slightly forward, and then lean left. And from there, you're going to hit great chips and you're going to have a more fun time playing golf.
Our course of the week is the Ambiente course at the Camelback Golf Club. Now, the Ambiente course is a brand new layout, all part of a 7-year, $70 million renovation project that was taken up by Marriott. Over at the JW Marriott Camelback Inn, modern luxuries were added to the property, while at the same time preserving the storied history that makes up the Camelback Inn. The history of the JW Marriott Camelback Inn is a splendid one. It was one of the first resort hotels built in Scottsdale back in 1936. For Bill Marriott, his first encounter with the Camelback Inn happened during a family vacation in March of 1948. His fond memories of the property led him to purchase the Camelback Inn some 20 years later.
Yeah, this is a special one because this was the first Marriott resort in the company.
In fact, this property is so special to Bill Marriott that each and every March, he and his family vacation here. Within the Pueblo-style casitas, an oasis of tranquil privacy awaits, where the decor of each guest room is nicely appointed and blends in perfectly with the desert Southwest. The JW Marriott Camelback Inn Resort and Spa has just completed the final stages of a 7-year, $70 million renovation project. The final phase of the project included the renovation of every guest bathroom. At the Camelback Golf Club, it was the opening of the new Ambiente course.
The beauty of Camelback Inn, it has so much history and there's so much culture there that you want to make sure that you hang on to that, preserve that. The Ambiente course is the culmination of 7 years, $70 million.
Here at the main lodge, the resort has added some great dining options, including BLT steak, considered one of the better steakhouses you'll find in Scottsdale. At the highest point of the property is the renowned spa at Camelback, where you can be pampered or just relax. The spa is also home to Sprouts Restaurant, a favorite spot for those seeking a flavorful and healthful cuisine. At the Jackrabbit Pool Complex is Hopping Jack's Restaurant, the Children's Water Oasis and Sandbox, and of course a heated pool that is open around the clock. If tennis is your game, you can play a set or two, day or night. And let's not forget about Mummy Mountain Town. It's the perfect backdrop for a good old cowboy cookout, just like the resort used to do when it first opened. The JW Marriott Camelback Inn Resort and Spa, offering world-class amenities within the splendor of the high Sonoran Desert.
2 great golf courses, a wonderful spa, so it's really a complete resort that you really don't need to leave once you're here.
You know, it's hard to believe the Padre course spans nearly 5 decades. Having opened in 1966, the layout was an integral part of Marriott's first ever resort here in Arizona. Then in 1999, Arthur Hills was brought in to redesign the layout. And among the improvements he made was with the bunkers. They seem to pop up everywhere, often splitting wide fairways. He also redesigned the green complexes, giving them an additional amount of protection as well.
Padre is a great course. It's more of that classic parkland style. It's not a traditional desert course.
And much like its newest sibling, the Ambiente course, Padre offers 4 sets of tees, so regardless of your skill level, it's a layout that's playable for all. With the back black tees, this course plays to 68-68. Now for the women, the Padre course plays to just over 5,000 yards, so it makes it an enjoyable round of golf. On the front 9, the par 4 second is a great hole at 364 yards. It plays straight away, but features several of those bunkers that Hills placed throughout this layout that dissects the fairway in key landing areas. And the raised green complex does offer a relatively flat target to hit too, yet missing it left or right could leave you scrambling to make your par or even bogey. Number 8's a tough par 3. From the back tees, it plays to 220 yards, and it's all carryover water. Even the forward tee brings the water into play along with the bunker as well. And with a putting surface that is above average in size, you could find yourself stroking a lengthy putt or two. The 10th is a great hole that plays slightly uphill and doglegs to the right. It is also the longest par 4 on the course at 482 yards to the back tees, so you'll need some distance on your drive here. This hole requires a great second shot too if you plan to get aboard in regulation. Then there's number 14, a relatively short par 4 that features bunkering on both sides of the fairway, and even more protection around the green. The Arthur Hills designed Padre course at the Camelback Golf Club in Scottsdale, a parkland design that is quite different from its newer sibling, the Ambiente course, yet still offers a true test of golf.
Overall, it's a fun course to play, and it's I don't want to say easy, but it's an easier course to play than Ambiente.
And we'll take one final look at our course of the week, the Ambiente course, when we come back.
There's a lot of that native grass out there, and if you go on that native grass, you're probably not gonna find the ball, and you're gonna be taking a lateral drop from there.
Our final look at our course of the week, the Ambiente course here at the Camelback Golf Club in Scottsdale, brings us out to hole number 10. Now, this is a great little par 4 that you need to play more than once to fully understand how to play it from tee to green.
depending on where you're playing from, that's a drivable par 4. Looks short and it looks like it could be easy, but you can get in a lot of trouble there because when you're looking out that hole, there's a lot of that native grass out there, and if you go in that native grass, you're probably not gonna find the ball, and you're gonna be taking a lateral drop from there.
First time around this layout, you'll stand on the tee here at number 10 and think there's not a lot of real estate out to the right, but there is.
There really is, and you really want to aim out to the right on that hole. You don't want to try to cut that corner, unless you're a big hitter and you're hitting your driver. You don't need to do that. You can aim towards that 150 pole out there.
Getting anything in between that, and you'll certainly have plenty of room out here on number 10's fairway. Plus, you'll have a better angle into the green from this side as well. The green is protected by a bunker to the front left. The putting surface itself features plenty of contouring. So, depending on where you land your ball on this green, it will determine whether you have an easy 2-putt for par, or you'll be scrambling to walk off of Ambiente's 10th with a bogey.
Hole number 10 is a great hole, as is all 18 out here on the all-new Ambiente course at the Camelback Golf Club. A must-play the next time your golfing travels brings you out to the desert Southwest. Well, special thanks to Philippa McDougall, Shayna Lohr, and the entire staff at the Camelback Golf Club and the JW Marriott Camelback Inn. I'm Alan Hunter for all of us here at Golf America. Hit 'em long and straight, and we'll see you next time.
Golf America, a weekly look at the courses you play and the game we love, has been brought to you by Antigua, always well played, and by CyberLinksGolf.com, the home of golf course videos.